Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene wants people to understand that she and her friends like Lauren Boebert and Matt Gaetz and Jim Jordan, they're not the fringe of the party. They are the Republican Party. In fact, she said as much this week in a tweet. Here's what she tweeted out. There are a lot of people that need to hear this. We conservatives in the House Republican Conference aren't the fringe. We actually represent the base of Republican voters, which is approximately 70%. And when the party learns to represent conservative Americans, we will never lose again. Okay, well, she got the overall theme of it right before talking about things that are blatantly not true. Like the 70% number, where did you pull that? Like, what exactly is that? It was just 70%. 70% of what, by the way? You also didn't mention 70% of what? 70% of the Republican Party is conservative? I'm willing to bet that number's close to 100%. Or are you trying to say that 70% of the Republican Party is crazy? Now that I'd believe. Are you talking about 70% of the public at large? Because no, not even close. 70% of the American public is in fact not conservative. 70% of the American public is not a registered Republican. So I don't know exactly what you mean here, but I do know that whatever it is, it's wrong. But as far as not being the fringe, being the actual base of the party, she's not wrong about that. That is what the Republican Party has become today. I don't know if 70% is the right number of whatever, but this is what they are. And it's what they are because the people in actual positions of power, which Marjorie Taylor Greene is not, she's been stripped of all her committee assignments, but the people in power are bowing down to her. They're bowing down to Lauren Boebert. They're letting them do whatever the hell they want to do. And by virtue of that fact, they have become the face of the party. Marjorie Taylor Greene is out there doing Steve Bannon's podcast multiple times a week, talking to that fringe audience that she claims is the base. But it is spreading. When you have a majority of people in the Republican Party today that say they believe the 2020 election was stolen, yeah, that shows you that the crazies have won. The crazies have taken over. And every Republican who is what I guess would be considered normal for a Republican needs to look at this statement from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Regardless of whether or not you support her personally, and I'm assuming, based on what we've seen, a lot of them don't, she's saying you're one of them. You're her. She is you. The two are interchangeable at this point. Is that what you want to be associated with in terms of your political affiliation? Because she's saying it is. She says that if you're a Republican, you're with her. The choice is yours. Personally, I wouldn't want to be associated with somebody who's, in my opinion, slightly psychotic. But hey, I'm not a registered Republican for a good reason. But far too many people are. And y'all have to start looking at yourselves and saying, is this what I am? Because if you continue to be a Republican, Marjorie Taylor Greene is clear here. You're with her. You're not a party of Mitt Romney's and Liz Cheney's. You're a party of Marjorie Taylor Greene's. And if you choose to stay there, that is what you have become. That is what you are embracing. And that is what you are telling the public you're fine with becoming.